Vision 2, but Vision 2 increases all the way to like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vision on the mountains. I don't want this infantry to actually leave, even though I'm not going to take it out right away. Okay, he's going to build up some mechs, which makes sense. I should actually do the same thing. He's moving up his artillery. It's hidden in the... Sammy's infantry fights a little bit stronger. I don't really know exactly which square that artillery is in, but I need to fire first on it. So, even though Sammy's on the defensive, that's the advantage of Sammy being a little bit stronger in infantry battles. And he's a little more balanced, which means that on other units, I can't remember whether Sammy's weakness was direct or indirect. I feel like it may have been direct. Oh, interesting. I mean, I just took the city so I can heal. That's pretty aggressive on his part, but... He's pulling in a lot of infantry over. Alright, let's do some damage on down south first. First, I need to try to grab this. Oops. I need to try to grab the city soon. Oh, I'm not close enough to knock it out. Darn. This is a little aggressive of him to push this far out. Alright, this part's gonna be real interesting. Let's see. Really want to get the first shot on the artillery there. And then the next shot is gonna be, well... So I'm sacrificing the infantry to hit their artillery. Gonna bring some bazookas out though. Okay, he's another infantry out here. That's good to know. He's got 3 mechs. I currently have 2. I should build at least 2 more. Maybe 3 more even. So that did a decent amount of damage, but it was also kind of expected because of, yeah, he's pushing down south with quite actually more units than I was expecting. Which is actually a problem, but he hasn't seen what I have in store for him. Which is the anti-air. He does not know what's there, currently. Okay, he moved another unit over. Might be another plane or something, I'm not sure. So he's giving up his artillery. He doesn't think he's going to be able to get me there, so... He's still going to attack my artillery. Weaken it, but I should be able to take his out pretty much on the next turn. So he trapped my infantry there to lure mine. Yeah, he kind of lured mine in with the artillery, but artilleries are kind of more expensive, so I think that's a decent trade. So he's got how many bazookas now? He's got like 3. I've got 4. This is gonna be an interesting match. Decided to push ahead with the mech. I don't have my mech set up to fight him right now. And he knows that I only have... Interesting. That's an interesting play, actually. Blocking his mech with that one. But that's going to get taken out maybe next turn. Well, I don't know if I can take it out or not. He's kind of aggressive on the mountains right now. Which I guess we'll find out if that works for him or not. Looks like it's going to be a mech battle, which, depending on how I play it, would benefit me because I have the better mechs. I have the better infantry for fight. Andy's better rounded, but right now we're not playing it in a way that would emphasize that point. Alright, on the bottom I need to start pushing. Let's push him out of this area. Okay, so he's got those 2 infantry. I couldn't hit any of them. Alright, on the top side, I'm going to go after his artillery and wipe it out. And then this gets interesting, how I managed this fight. He's trying to block off his mech so I can't hit him right away, which is not a bad strategy. Let me see if I can take this out. This would be a big one to take out. Alright, got it. Good. That was a big one I needed to beat. So my mech can attack his mech head on, which worked out pretty well there. Good position to be in. I'm gonna take this one out on this turn. On an unrelated note, Fuzzy apparently found the Mario Kart 64 Switch Discord because of me commentating a match. So that's pretty cool. Okay, he's built a artillery, which gets real interesting. Time to pull out a chopper, I think, for this fight. Let's add some mechs and just keep pushing. So he's pulled out his plane, which actually is interesting because he hasn't seen my chopper yet. So, which I did not pick out for the reason of taking out his chopper, but I have one now. So that may be a bad trade for him at the end of the day. He does get the first shot on that other mech, which is good for him, and then he can go 6 versus 4 and try to take more damage on my other mech. He's going to take down my 3 here just to wipe it out so it's out of the way. I think I'm in a decent spot right now. I mean, neither of us has gone to CO powers yet, so we'll see. When he heals everything, that's going to be a big deal. Trying to protect the chopper a little bit. It's not like I have a missile or anything, but... So up top, I don't know entirely what he has, but I don't think he has a ton in the forest up there. Try to take out my mech. Interesting move. He goes on the offensive down south, try to take my cities, knowing that I only have anti-air to hit one of them. building up mechs. This is just gonna be a mech fight at this point. He's got 1, 2... How many does he have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that we can see. And I've got... essentially 7, because 1's so weak. Alright, let's see if I can advance on this front, though. That was a good way to do this. Alright, cleared Andy out of that region. Andy's the CO for the other side. He blocked me from capturing this city, which meant he's had probably a little bit more money than I've had. Which is a little unfortunate, but... we will push him out of this region. He's not going to be able to capture the city now with me doing some damage, although he is guarded on a city, so he's going to do okay, I guess. He has nothing left here. That's it. He's nothing left in that region. Now to see if I can push him out up top. Start by whacking the mech. He's out of mech now. And now the question is how I'm gonna go about handling this fight. Alright. I think what I'm gonna do... because I can definitely fight up top. I'm trying to figure out how to manage to navigate this situation down here. Let's go ahead and... run into the forest to fight from better terrain against the guy in the mountains. Did okay. Gonna go ahead and wipe it out now. Infantry down. One more unit down. Actually gonna go and attack the infantry rather than the mech, because infantry can still do a good amount of damage to mechs. So that's probably a slightly better play. Then I pull this up and attack the mech with a 10 versus 8, which should knock it down to about a 3, I think. Pretty solid there. This mech has gotta move. Let's see, I'm gonna go and attack through... and he's building up a CO power at this point too, so I gotta be cognizant of that. So I have enough pieces here to fight, it's a matter of how I want to move the units. So if I do it this way, it shouldn't take it down to a 1, which is... ideally I would have taken it out, and I didn't, but... I'm going to move this one back, and then I'm just going to join, which is just going to give me a little more money, more than anything. Which will allow me to pull this chopper in to attack. I think I can do damage to this mech. I might have a shot at beating this one, and then I could really advance if I... well, it's only 50% though. In any case, I gotta fight this battle. Knowing that Andy has a power coming up means that I need to be a little cautious with how I fight here. I may actually go for the 3, just so I can advance up the mountains. His mech is still in advance on me, and that's not great, but it's okay. I'm gonna move this infantry back this way. This is gonna pop up here. His mech could still attack like that, but I think I'm in a pretty decent spot. I'm gonna triple mech this. I think I'm in a pretty good spot. You can see I have control over the mountains for the most part. I beat him in the head-to-head on the chopper. This will do a decent amount of damage to me, but I'm Sammy, so Sammy's gonna not take as much damage. How are you? Fuzzy, how are you? Rhino Feeder, thanks for the raid. I believe I saw you doing, was it Destiny rather than Hollow Knight? A fine evening. Advance Wars 1 was the highest critically rated game on the Game Boy Advance. And here we are, remastered version of the game. Like 22 years later. Yeah, man. So I'm playing against Silifi. Silifi was a pretty active member in the Advance Wars net community back in the 2000s, which I was too. I was also webmaster of Advance Wars Revolution. Actually wrote some guides really long time ago on Advance Wars 1 and 2 on GameFAQs. This was like 20 years ago now. Crazy, I was like a little kid at this point. Rhino I knew from Advance Wars Revolution. Hansu, yes, we met through mutual friends, you know, who are playing Advance Wars, so definitely one of those, like, nostalgic games for me. Kind of like Mario Kart 64, like. Andy's gonna pull the Hyper Repair CO Power, which gives 2 more health on everyone, and also makes them stronger, which is kind of, right now, I think his last-ditch effort to stay in it, because I'm in a good spot right now. And part of why I decided to take out the mech, I thought his CO power was coming up. He has more money than me actually right now, probably. Because he has the cities on his side. I do not think I have all the cities on my side. I guess the map isn't completely the same on each side, so I don't know. Oh, is there a thing to change voices? I've only heard Andy, Nell, and Olaf so far. Pretty good strategy game. You know, decently deep for a turn-based strategy game with this many pixels. There were 4 games that came out back in the 2000s. There was Advance Wars 1 and 2, which are remastered here. Yeah, I think Sammy is weak direct units, because look at that. I mean, helicopters are direct units, meaning that they fight head-on, and they're machines, basically. There's vehicles, ships, and planes that are direct. They're indirect units, like battleships on the ship side, plus, like, artillery. And I won my artillery fight. Tiny Metal was decent, you know, but it doesn't have... The normal campaigns seem too easy to me. Compared to this. Looking at the map, is this a balanced map? I'm like looking at it. There's 3 bases. Does he have an extra base? I think he has 4 bases to my 3, right? Is that a... I think he has 4 bases, and I have 3. We each have an airport. I think I may have more cities on my side, though. That's kind of a balancing point. This is one of the Nintendo maps, so never played this map before. But I think it's one of the early unlock maps. This game just came out, like today. So I've had the game on for the last, like, hour and a half, I think. He's building mechs, he has artillery, he knows he's kind of in trouble a little bit, so he's kind of starting to defend a little bit. I've got the Sammy CO power, which it's probably time to use it and just do damage on this turn, I think. Let's see. Alright, I'm gonna go for the wipeout, I think. He still has the CO power, which means that he's a little stronger, but I think it's time. Let's do it.
I'm unbeatable. Double time.
This is going to give an extra boost for infantry to move a step further. One square further can really add up in a game like this. And you can capture faster as well. It's time to wipe out Silifi's forces down here. Some new facial, reactions are kind of fun in this game. Alright, now I've cleared the entire left side. I think he's in trouble now. This is where the fun begins. How do I fight this? Sammy's planes are not particularly good, but that is okay. Time to go on the offensive, and I think I'd wipe him off the mountain on this turn. Pretty much. No matter how I play the cards, because I have enough units to just attack. Oh yeah, I forgot about that, oops. I'll be fine. Yeah, I'm definitely in a pretty good spot against Silifi. He is on the he's on the ropes right now. If I can push through on this turn, it's probably over. Silifi was definitely very active on the Advanced Wars net community back in the mid-2000s. Again, no matter of how I play these chips I have, because I have a lot of chips, as you can see. I should point out, Rhino Feeder is one of the best Hollow Knight players in the world. Rhino, don't you currently have a world record in the category? You have 2 now? Wait, you have 2? That's incredible. Wait, what are your 2 right now? I don't think I'm going to be quite knocking him off the mountain here, but still in a pretty decent spot. Okay, he's going to artillery me next turn. Well, actually, if he does that, he can't build a unit, so it's probably not a... I'm still going to attack. Low percentage in any percent. That's awesome. Rhino Feeder is one of the best speedrunners in Hollow Knight in the world. And, oh man, I need, well, may have to switch out battery in or my Joy-Cons later. Let's see. So I'm not going to be able to fully knock him off the mountain, but still a pretty decent turn, I think. I mean, it's Advance Wars. If the battery shuts down, like, I can just switch Joy-Cons. It's a turn-based game. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, Tiny Metal definitely had that ability. You could attack with multiple units. It's been a little while since I played that. I got that game on, like, release, and never tried the multiplayer at all. So not quite pushing him off the mountain, but still doing a pretty decent job of getting most of the guys off. Yeah, me too. I mean, I played my dad like dozens of times in Advance Wars, but that was pretty much it. I mean, I played a few others here and there. Advance Wars by web I played maybe twice. But definitely, I mean, it was just much harder to set up matches back then. Alright, so he's got an artillery, which at this point I probably want to build a battle copter to take it out, because it's going to be hard to march in the... Well... Mechs are still pretty good, but I have the money, so why not also build and another copter to fight him. There will definitely be some cool metas. I mean, the meta for like Advance Wars, Days of Ruin would probably be a little more balanced. Silifi sent me a message. Okay, I think you beat me. I said probably. I didn't know if the Sammy choice was going to pay off, but it certainly did with all these mountains in the way. It made the choke points, you know, with the choke points it's hard to really attack any other way than to take the mountain, and I've been winning on the mountains. Days of Ruin was a fun game. It also came at the heels of Fire Emblem being really popular. And that... Silifi has given up. That's game.